Hey, welcome everybody to the Christmas edition of OpenLab. Tell Christmas festive. Andrea, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing my deer antlers, my deer sweatshirt that I got last year. It came in after Christmas last year when the postal service was all kind of
Oh
So
yeah,
now I get to wear it this year.
It's so cute.
and joining us today is Kelly. She's one of the customer champions, and Kim's out, so Kelly said she'd jump in and help us. So thank you, Kelly.
Yeah,
Good to
of
see you.
course. Good to see you.
So wherever you're catching us from, leave a comment. I mean, you can comment on Facebook or YouTube, and we'll see it there. And speaking of comments, what's the swag promo for today, Andrea?
The swag promo for today, we're looking for what is your favorite holiday movie?
Favorite holiday.
That can be any holiday technically, but what's your favorite holiday movie? And so you guys, Jeff, what's your favorite holiday movie?
It's a tie between Lethal Weapon and Die Hard. So we have a dissenter in the ranks though on that, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Does it count as a Christmas movie? I think it does.
I'm gonna go with no. I don't think it counts as a Christmas movie, but let us know what y'all think. Feel like this is pretty divisive. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Hard to
It
say.
absolutely is.
It totally is.
I don't know what Andy Zoomer thinks.
Andy Zoomer, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? You can be the determining vote here.
Well, don't fail me, Andy. All right, looks like Facebook is working this time, so that's good. Oh, there we go. Andy.
I've been outvoted.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So we'll hopefully get some more comments about the swag. So if you want to be entered for swag, make sure you let us know what your favorite Christmas movie is in the comments. And
we've got good swag today. Good swag.
Yeah.
Special holiday swag. So
There
stay tuned.
All right, so speaking of Christmas, what are you guys doing for Christmas? How about you, Andrea? What do you do usually?
Oh, usually my family just gets together at my mom's house, and then we exchange gifts. But on Christmas Eve is when we more see like our extended family. So we see grandmas on both sides, cousins on both sides, and so it should be a spectacular event this year.
That's so fun.
How about you, Kelly?
Well, we travel full time, actually, my husband and I. So we decided to head south for warmer weather. So we're hanging with our friends here in Alabama, and we'll be celebrating Christmas with them. We did last year too. So nothing like sunny and 75 on Christmas. I'm here for it for sure. Yeah. How about you, Jeff? What are you doing?
Yeah, so last weekend was our family Christmas. We do things like the weekend before actual Christmas so that I guess everybody can get together. It's easier. And so we have these tournaments. We have a Texas Hold'em tournament on Sunday. Saturday is the Pinochle tournament. And then this year was the Hot Ones Challenge, which was, if you've ever watched Hot Ones, they take these wings, chicken wings, and they put hot sauce on them in varying degrees of heat. And you have to answer questions while you're eating them. And with us, we got bonus points for the questions. And then you go to the 10th one and you do the last dab if you want. If you do it, you get bonus points. And like an idiot, I did the last dab, but that's what allowed me to win. So I'll play a little. This is me as soon as that last dab hit.
Oh, geez.
I can't wait to see this.
We have video footage.
I just got to find it because I moved it. So, oh, there it is. Okay, here you go.
Harvey.
Oh my God, that's horrible. I couldn't breathe for a while. I was just It was fine right at the front. It was fine. I thought, oh, this is number 10, the last dab. This isn't bad, because we'd eaten one previous about 3 or 4 wings away that was ghost peppers. It just had a black and white label, and it looked like it was going to be really bad. It was not nearly as bad as the last one, but yeah, that 8 was bad. It was the worst. Then 9, it wasn't bad at all, and I thought, okay, this is good. I can make it all the way through 10 because I don't eat hot stuff. And then you eat 10 in that last dab, and oh my God, that was a killer. I think 9, they put it lower just to kind of ease you into a false sense of security. And then they hit you with number 10. That was just terrible. It was terrible.
But your sinuses must have felt great afterwards, right? Like,
yeah, but
so clear.
Safety tip, if you're doing this on your own, make sure you grab a clean napkin when you're blowing your nose or wiping your nose, because I grabbed one that had a lot of the hot sauce on it. So not only were my lips and my throat killing me, then my nose started burning. It was, not a good. It was not a good look either. Let me tell you, there were a lot of people running around with,
Oh, geez.
But anyway.
Well, I'm glad you survived.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you survived. Oh my goodness.
I'll post more. But if you're interested in how the Inventory Lab staff does holidays, you can check out Andrea's blog posts over there on blog.inventorylab.com, and we have all of the Inventory Lab staff's holiday traditions, and so it's a pretty fun article to read. So make sure you head over there and have a look at it. So,
and we have a lot of our team members from China posted their holiday traditions as well. So it's super interesting to see like how diverse our team is and how different holidays are celebrated different ways. So it's really cool.
And if you're just jumping in,
it's good.
Yeah.
If you're just jumping in, make sure you. Whoops, sorry, I walked over you. Go ahead.
I just said it was really fun to read through and get everybody's different traditions.
Make sure you post in the comments what your favorite Christmas movie is, so you're entered in swag. We have some good swag today. So not that the other swag isn't good. It's just we're kind of leveling it up this week. So
level up,
level up, part of that. Yeah,
level up.
So now, yeah. So I guess we'll get into some segments here. So let's see. Let me get started. This is my favorite segment, Kelly, that you're taking over, and this is why. I don't know why I like that so much, but anyway, Tales from Support.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Yes, Tales from Support. So we didn't have a whole heck of a lot going on, which I think is sort of good, maybe, at the end of Q4. We have seen some outages for sure over at Amazon through the AWS, and they actually had their 3rd outage this month, which affected quite a bit of things. And that happened yesterday. So far, so good today. Everything seems to be in working order. And they weren't as bad yesterday as they have been a couple other times in the last couple of months. But mostly we just had users who were struggling to access services kind of all over the place. And downdetector.com actually shows that they had issues with platforms like Hulu, Udemy, Flipboard, Honeywell, Life 360, Samsung, SmartThings, Slack, Asana, a couple things. So lots going on there, but so far so good today. We do have an operations status page actually that you can grab. You might want to bookmark this if you're ever wondering if Inventory Lab itself is down or if it seems to be a bigger like Amazon issue. So we'll get that linked up for you as well. I think we have that somewhere.
Of course, it's got to do this right before Christmas.
Of course, right before the holiday. But it was pretty intermittent yesterday. I think it only lasted for maybe 20, 30 minutes on our end. And I think most users were able to move forward pretty quickly. So luckily we have an awesome support team and we're able to get you all sorted.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep. Yeah, our status page is status.inventorylab.com. So I've got that moving across the ticker at the bottom. So that's
I see it there. Perfect.
An awesome page. Love it.
Yeah, it's good to have.
Yeah.
Just maybe throw that in a bookmarks folder in case you're ever curious if it's an issue on our end or something else bigger over at Amazon. So yeah, we also wanted to bring up, we've gotten some questions about invoices and receipts lately because everyone is getting all their information together before the end of the year. So if you are not seeing your receipts come through for Inventory Lab payments, either your monthly or your annual subscription, check your spam or your promotions folder, especially if you are a Gmail user. They have like those two separate different tabs. So check both of those. You might just want to also search your emails for inventorylab.com in general, or you could even consider adding our admin email to your contacts. So that's admin@inventorylab.com. If you add that to your contact list itself, the system should recognize that we're friends and it's going to send your receipts and all of our communication with you to your actual main inbox. If for some reason you still can't find it, just reach out to us, open a support ticket, support@inventorylab.com, or take advantage of our live chat, which will have some limited support going down for over the holiday, but we will get you sorted out.
There we go.
And when you log in, you'll see our updated our updated support schedule for this weekend as well. So.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Now it's time for Amazon news.
Amazon news.
Yeah, we need a theme song for that, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We need some sort of music. I was thinking today we could have like jingle bells or something, but like nah.
Oh, that would have been a good idea.
So our first article, this Amazon segment is poised to reaccelerate in 2022, which sounds like it's a long time away, right? But it's actually in a week and a half. So get ready for that. But there was a decline in the most significant online retail business, which is Amazon. The total of online store sales grew just by 3% over the year ago period. So for a year, it's only increased by 3%. And for sellers like you guys, it slowed to 18% increase, whereas during COVID, there was a 53% increase for 2020. Wow. 53% increase for sales for sellers. Like, I think that's just amazing. But this year it's only 18%. Amazon's looking to mitigate that by expanding their warehouses, as well as they've made 628,000 permanent jobs this entire year since the start of the pandemic, actually. That's crazy. Yeah, and 150K seasonal workers. So now what they're looking to do is keep those seasonal workers on for long term, because it seems like that's where a lot of the issues are coming from, or from the actual warehouses and staffing issues. So hopefully they can figure that part out. Also, a very important point for our sellers to remember is that Amazon is planning on instituting a price increase for fulfillment service fees to merchants. So that fee will actually go up by, they're estimating, about 12% more for fees for sellers. So please keep that in mind. They said they've been putting it off since pre-pandemic. I'm not sure how true that is, but they are planning a 12% increase starting in 2022 to make up for, the growing the lack of growing sales, as well as the increase of warehouse employees. So yeah, that's that thing. They're saying that the fee increases will help cover the Amazon's wage increase. So that could be, hundreds of thousands of workers, and they could see a 50% jump in the labor cost per unit. And that's according to Morgan Stanley analyst Brian Nowak. But so yeah,
how true is that?
Interesting. Interesting 2022 it's going to be, with the increased prices for sellers, the increased fees for sellers, and all that stuff. So please keep an eye out on your profit and loss, and for all your sales coming next year. Watch out for those fees.
Oops,
So they're
I
going
just
to
realized I
increase.
wasn't sharing my window.
Oh, that's okay.
Hang on. There we go.
That's okay. And then
Been on the road.
we also
Been on the
have
road for a while today, so I'm a little runny. So.
totally get it. Totally get it. But yeah, I know sellers are not going to be happy about this 12%
Oh no.
increase in fees. It's not going to be fun. But that's the main pull away I got from that article because
So you have to consider too that it's got to do a 12% increase in the fees. Like normally they say, well, a third of your sale price is the cost of the unit, then a third is to Amazon, and a third is to you as the seller. That's always been kind of the standard that they talked about as far as figuring out what you should price something at. So this is going to take a hit on
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
A little bit of a hit,
really
but it's
is.
only going to increase the fees. Yeah, 12%.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. I wonder how our repricers are going to handle that. How they're going to
yeah,
change their
question.
game theory or their whatever tool they use. So it's gonna be interesting.
Actually, that's
Interesting
good. That's a
2022.
good. Yeah, we should have somebody from one of the repricers that we integrate with come on here in the first quarter, so they can talk about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Is
that's a
seller
great
That's a
idea.
good
app?
idea. That's a good
Yeah.
question. So what else is in the news? That wasn't
So
enough bad news. So
another thing I found was so the article is latest Amazon expansion points to continued growth at Austin's second downtown. So we have one of our customer champions is from it was in Austin, so I picked this article for him. But apparently Amazon or Austin has like two different downtowns. There's like one downtown where it's like, keep Austin weird, and then there's another downtown where it's more corporate and like all the offices are and everything. But in North Austin, it's already home to like hundreds of other Amazon employees, and they have two office towers. But they're actually looking to add 2,000 jobs to the area. And that would mostly be people that are, it says in the, white collar jobs. So it would be like the operations technology, retail business, and Amazon Web Services. So that should be good.
maybe they can
And
keep Amazon up longer with no downtime.
exactly. Yeah, we need those Amazon Web Service people right now. So they're guessing there's going to be a lot of people moving into Austin from California, especially because that's where Californians love to go, either there or Denver, it seems like. I don't know. What do you guys think? Travel
Yeah.
over. Where do you find the most Californians?
Yeah, I would say Austin, Reno. I'm from there originally, and there's definitely been an influx of Californians there the last couple years because of you've got Amazon and Tesla and Panasonic and all that headed out in the desert. So it's bringing a lot of jobs, which is good.
Yeah, I hadn't been through Reno Sparks area in a long time, and we went through there the other day, and man, that place has grown. That is crazy.
It's like gotten really big. Yeah, for sure.
I think too the political climate in Austin more matches, what Californians are used to.
Yeah.
Also, it's not really. I mean, they're in Texas, but really they're not like the rest of Texas. Austin.
It's like a strange enclave in Texas. Austin seems like, it's just kind of like its own little thing.
It is.
They always say keep Austin weird, so let's keep it weird.
But I'm not sure who came up with that first. Was that Portland or was that Austin? Because I know they both say that.
Oh,
I don't know. That'd be good to look into because I always thought it was Portland, and then we went to Austin, and I saw signs everywhere for it, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, because Portland's always had that slogan, at least as long as I can remember. And then same thing. I heard Austin using it. It's like, what? Did they co-opt our slogan? But now
all
I'm
right,
not sure
sounds like you and Zach have to fight it out. Which one's weirder? Which one's weirder?
Have a Hot Wings
Who's
challenge.
weirder?
Hot Wings challenge. Settle this debate.
Whoever wins has a weirder city. Okay, keep it weird.
Yeah.
So according to Google, Oh, sorry,
Oh.
Andrea. I was just saying, according to Google, it actually was instituted in Austin and was later brought to Portland. So there we go.
Okay.
So Portland stole it from them.
Creators.
Yeah, that's sad.
I would have assumed that it would have been Portland because it's just
Me
been so
too.
weird for so long.
Yeah, I mean, what other city has a unicyclist that has flaming bagpipes riding around the city in a Darth Vader costume? I don't see that in Austin. I see that in Portland now.
This is true.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Madison. Madison's kind of like the Austin and like the Silicon Valley of the Midwest, kind of Madison, Wisconsin. And there's a man who rides his bike around naked. He just rides his motorcycle around completely naked, just his motorbike with the cape on. And you're like, all right, man, you got this. Like,
the cape makes it for sure.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, keep Madison weird.
Yeah, Portland always
He's
has
been
that
doing this
yearly
for like
naked
20
bike
years.
ride too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the naked bike ride.
Yeah, every
That's
year
fun.
downtown. Well, through downtown, they don't give the course. They don't make the course public until that night, I guess, because before people would line up. Got to see the naked bike riders, so they'd line up and cause problems.
Yep.
So weird.
Oh my goodness. They have them here in Milwaukee too, but only in the summer, not in the winter. We don't have those in the winter.
I think it's in the fall in Portland.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's when Portland's nice and breezy and not too hot. We do have the polar bear plunge though, where people dive into Lake Michigan, on New Year's Day.
No thanks.
Oh, that's a hard pass. Hard pass for me.
Yeah.
I could never do it. People do it mostly to like raise money and donations for whatever cause they're interested in. But yeah, the polar plunge. I don't know if you could talk me into doing that. I don't think I would handle it.
I don't think I could handle it either. No. Not gonna happen.
But yeah, I think that's it from Austin. But Amazon might soon be they might be the largest employer in Austin with this move there. So
Wow.
and they might surpass Walmart and Dell, like Dell Technologies. So.
Isn't that something? Because Dell started in Austin, didn't it? I want to say it did, but
probably did.
Wow.
But yeah. Also, anybody, we're still looking for swag winners. If you want to enter your favorite holiday movie in the comments, enter yourself to win some swag, special swag.
Just trying to get into an account here so we can do our quick tips.
Oh yeah, quick tips. We've got some good quick tips today too, especially for Q4. Like we have a lot of stuff for Q4 that you should really look out for in Inventory Lab, especially.
All right.
What's your favorite holiday movie, Andrea?
Oh man, honestly, I'm a normie and I really like Muppet Christmas Tale. Muppet Christmas
Me
Tale.
too.
Oh, I didn't even think
it.
about that one.
It's so funny.
It's so good.
It's so funny. It's so good. I used to watch it in school all the time.
Yes,
Toy
good
Story.
memories. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I forgot about Toy Story. Yeah, that's a good one too, Sheila. Oh, Sheila, since you're here, you can answer. You can also help us with the debate. Die Hard, Christmas movie, yes or no? Just want to get your opinion on
Come
that.
on, Sheila, come through.
I mean, it's in December. I'm not trying to sway your vote or anything, Sheila.
Are you gonna?
There we go.
Oh, she says yes too. Man, been outvoted. I'm gonna get out of a job here in a minute.
Yep. All right, it's a done deal then. Pretty much.
Sold.
Same with Lethal Weapon. I mean, it's during Christmas too. That one's probably a harder sell, though.
I think so.
I didn't even think of Toy Story. That would be such a good holiday movie.
Yeah.
It's
a fun one.
Yeah.
We watched
like
Home Alone
Home Alone.
last night. Also a good one. Look at
I was gonna say Home Alone. That's our other family movie. We all like
I
know
forgot
the
about
words
that
and
one too.
everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I still like whenever I fly out of O'Hare, I'm just like running through the airport like Kevin's family, you know, with
Right?
like McAllister's.
Last night we looked
It
up
still
where
kind of looks the same.
their actual house is located because you can actually Airbnb it, which I did
Oh,
not
you
know.
can? Oh my
Yeah, the
God,
Home
I
Alone
didn't.
house. So we looked up where it's
Oh,
located because in the movie they say like our flight's in 45 minutes or something, and they've got to be flying out of Chicago, obviously. And it's
Yeah.
like a 32-minute drive from the airport to where the house is. So I'm sitting there thinking, like, man, could you have made it? Maybe back then when security wasn't like it is. That'd be
Yeah.
real tight
Yeah, there
though.
wasn't like TSA and yeah,
Yeah,
I bet you could make it. I didn't even think about that.
right?
so Kelly, this is for
Ooh.
you.
Are Harry Potter movies holiday movies? That's an interesting question because technically they have Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas, I think, in those.
Yeah, I think they
I don't
cover all of them.
know. That's hard.
Thanksgiving because that's no Thanksgiving because that's not a UK holiday.
Oh, that's true. So they don't have Thanksgiving. You're right, but they do have Halloween and Christmas in the movies and the
Oh
books.
yeah, true.
I don't know. I'm a Harry Potter fan, so to me, Harry Potter is an all the time movie. So I'm gonna go with no, not a holiday movie because I like to watch it whenever. What do you think,
Or
Andy
is it
Singer?
a holiday? Or is it a holiday movie because you can watch it at any time, like especially Christmas? Like you could watch it
Ooh.
at Christmas.
It's always a season for Harry Potter. Agreed. Agreed.
There you go.
I love it.
I'm surprised that nobody said A Christmas Story, but that's always been around.
Yeah,
I
it
love
has
it.
been. Or A Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life. That's a good
Yeah,
movie.
it's always
Did
been.
you know that one was actually a giant flop? I did not realize
Yeah.
this. We were looking it
Yeah.
up last night, and then I didn't realize the history of it because it's such a classic. But yeah, it was like a giant flop, and then kind of had this crazy resurgence. Pretty cool.
There you go,
I
Sheila.
agree,
Yeah,
Sheila.
any movie you
Mhm.
watch qualifies. All right, we can go with that one.
Perfect.
So I'm going to share a tab so we can do the quick tips, and then we've got some trivia that Kelly has lined up for us. So let me. So if you could go through the list, Andrea, because I won't be able to see it. It's hard getting used
Oh
to the
yeah, sure.
screen. So I'll just kind of direct to where that is, and then.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have some Q4 quick
Quick trip.
tips. Quick Trip is a
So a mini
yeah,
mart thing.
gas station. Yeah. We
It's
have
like a Wawa.
Q4. Yeah, Wawa. Exactly, Wawa. Where you going, Mayor? So we have some Q4 quick tips. First one I think is the biggest one would be your inventory valuation report
Oh yeah.
because we get tickets upon tickets upon tickets about people not entering in or not how to use their inventory valuation report.
Yep. So
So
when you come.
the way this, oh no, go ahead, Jeff.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what you want to make sure is that you have all of your buy costs entered when it comes to your inventory valuation report. And what the inventory valuation report is, it's actually a report that shows you how much your inventory on hand and in transit is worth on any given day. So we take every 24 hours-ish, we take a snapshot of all of your inventory, and it syncs with reports that we receive from Amazon. And we combine it with your buy costs that you have entered for your products, and we will be able to tell you how much your inventory is valued at on that day. So it's very important to have all your buy costs entered because if they're not entered, we do have a help article that tells you exactly what you need to do. So if they're not entered, we do have an article. Let me pull it up.
Just have to search for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll see along the bottom here, like merchant fulfilled. This is our test account, so we won't have Amazon fulfilled, a
Yeah.
merchant fulfilled inventory, but your cost would be there. Then it would also show you the inbound. It would also have a tag here saying inbound if there was any portion of it. But your cost should be here. So a good, easy way to tell is just sort by your average cost per unit. See, some inventory has got their buy cost in there, but if you sort again, then you can see that some doesn't. So you'd have to go in and add those buy costs. We have a lot of unlisted inventory. But
A lot of expensive unlisted inventory, apparently.
yeah, but you can find out about the articles here at the Help Center, Resources Help Center, and it opens in a new tab. I think I need to share my screen so that you can see.
And real quick, Linda wants to know if this is being recorded. Yes, this is being recorded. You'll be able to view this. I believe it's available about an hour after we end the broadcast on either our Facebook or our YouTube page. So you'll be able to find this. And also make sure, for those of us, it looks like more people are joining us as we keep going. Make sure you comment what your favorite holiday movie is. And that can be any holiday. It doesn't have to be Christmas. It can be any holiday from any time of the year. We're giving out some premium swag today. So put the comments in with your favorite holiday movie.
Yeah. So yeah, if you go to the help page and search for inventory valuation, you have a couple here that I didn't add on my buy cost before December 31st, and it'll tell you how to add those in, or at least get a value for that date, because that's the date you want the value of your inventory. And then if you weren't a subscriber at the end of the year, so you subscribe maybe in February or March or something, we also have an article on how to kind of backdate or figure out using what you've purchased since to get your buy cost inventory valuation. So either way.
Yeah, probably our most asked about question during Q4, I'd have to say. What do you think, Jeff, from when your times of being when you were in the queue?
Yeah, even into Q1 as it gets closer to tax time, people are wondering. And then sometimes, periodically through the year, if they've filed an extension and then they start looking at it, it's like, yeah, the sooner you get to the inventory valuation report, the better, because it just helps. That's really the key one, because it's like Andrew said, it's a snapshot, so it's not you can't go back and edit stuff later and add it back in. It's just, this is what it is as of this date. We do it once a day, so you'll have one in there for the 31st, and that's what it is. So you can't change it from there. So. And
Sheila was wondering, can you show again how to sort? Do you mean by buy cost or average buy cost per unit?
You'll notice on these column headers, there's two little arrows, and so I can click there, and it'll show. When I first click, it'll show the cost and then down to zero cost. So if you want to do a reverse, you just click it again, and then it'll show you which ones don't have a buy cost. And then to add that in, you just go to your inventory page, and you can add the cost in there, and then we'll sync with that. And then the next time it does a snapshot, it'll add that in. You can also export this to make it easier to find it on your inventory page, but you can't edit it here.
Yeah, but you can do all of your, you can do a bulk edit for all of your buy costs directly within Inventory Lab. So that's another awesome feature.
Yeah, and to do that, it's pretty easy. Just go to your inventory, and this is our test account, so these aren't functional. But if you have a list of those items on your inventory valuation that don't have buy cost, just search for them here. And when they appear, just select them, and then search for the next one, select it. And just select all of the ones that you need to edit. And once you do that, you'll see an option here on the bottom that says bulk edit. Once you do that, just click that. And then you can edit all of these items on one page. And so it makes it very easy to edit. And if you need to change the cost, you can just tab through just like a spreadsheet, that sort of thing. Or you can just click in the field, add the buy cost, and move to the next one, add the buy cost. But you want to make sure when you're done, you want to finalize the draft because that'll save it. If you want to save it as a draft item though, and come back and work on it later, just leave and it'll remain there. So like if I leave now, the option to go there is now saying enter FBA open draft. So you just click there and it opens it back up. So it makes it really easy to bulk edit your items. And that's for inventory that's in stock. We also have a help article if you go to Help Center and search for sales by cost. Because you may have to enter by cost for sales items if the inventory is no longer listed here on your inventory page. And that's the only reason that you would go to your sales to update that is if the inventory isn't here. So that's the other option.
Yeah.
It doesn't really apply for valuation since you don't have that inventory anymore. But if you want to make sure you have
Still need your buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially for the next item on our list, actually, which is the profit. Well, let's talk about profit and loss, your balance sheet.
Alrighty.
So that will
Under reports.
Yep, under reports, profit and loss. This is a terrible profit and loss because this is our test account.
Yeah, do not follow this.
Don't
follow us for advice on that.
Yeah. We made zero money this year on our test account. It's so sad.
So your default is the monthly, and it's wherever we are in the month, so it'll default to that. So you'd want to get yearly, and then, for instance, for let's say last year you wanted to see it. Yeah, still not a good profit and loss, but that's what you'd want. Then you can export it, and then send that to your accountant or CPA. But you want to make sure you get your buy cost right because that all figures into your cost of goods sold. So.
Yeah, but yeah, make sure that's why you want to get your buy cost entered if it's no longer in your inventory directly on the sales page, because this will update your cost of goods sold directly on your profit and loss report.
And then what's the next one?
Other expenses. Other expenses. And I thought we should highlight that one. Because I think in order to get your true profit and loss, you're going to want to make sure you have things that you probably didn't even think about before. For instance, boxes, boxes, tape, labels. That's something that you're going to want to put into your other expenses. Recurring fees such as your mileage, if you have employees or if you're driving around, you can track that and your costs directly in other expenses.
Actually, mileage under accounting.
Oh, that's right. We have a separate. I forgot we have a separate report for mileage. My bad.
For mileage, yeah. Just add your round trip mileage in here, and we'll figure it out based on the IRS tax rate. So if I had to add one, it calculates it for me, and it shows up on the other section on profit and loss at the bottom. It'll show up down here. It won't be part of your net profit because it doesn't apply there. It just applies for tax reasons. So it'll just show up here as a. Let's see if I can. Yeah, there it goes. And that'll give you the amount that you can write off. But yeah, good on all the other stuff. Yeah, definitely all your back-end supplies and
even like your warehouse. Like if you have your own warehouse at home that you ship from, if you're renting that, you can just add those fees, and you can add it as a recurring expense, so you don't have to worry about adding it each month. So it will just automatically put that in there on whichever date you select. That's another good tool is our other expenses report. Maybe you have you use another third-party subscription, such as like a repricer or an integration like SellerSnap, Be Cool, or Zapier, or InformedCo.co. You can add that directly into your other expenses. And yeah.
Like this one, body parts, headless mannequins. That's a good one. Never know.
I gotta love this test account. Gotta love
For
it.
displaying, yeah, I guess for displaying clothes, I guess. Yeah. I was thinking something else, but. Or just random things. Like Kelly has
Random things. Usually, I think I put one in there for a pizza party, and that was a $3 million pizza party.
Why
Oh, there
not?
you go.
$3 million in pizza. So yeah.
Pizza in a while. I need to get some. Yeah. What else you got?
I think that's about it. Just make sure
You know,
you
one
have
thing-
all of your statements printed.
Yeah, you want to export those files, and also you want to double check, make sure your refunds are being accounted for correctly, because that'll affect your cost of goods sold. And I mean, we use the Amazon, oh, help me out here. What is it called?
Their report that we got.
Yeah,
A
their
settlement
status
report.
disposition. Their disposition on your
disposition.
refund.
Okay.
So whatever they say the refund is, that's what we use, and then you could adjust it after you have the item removed if it's unsellable per Amazon. Make sure you make those adjustments, because that does alter your cost of goods sold here, where we count it and don't count it. So that's that.
Yeah. Those are
All
some
right,
pretty good
stop
quick
sharing.
tips. I think those are some pretty good quick tips for, Q4 end of year stuff.
Perfect timing. Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Some good stuff.
All right. Let's see. Oh, Sheila has a question here. Is there a place to add dead property items that cannot be added? For example, it was expired and was never added to IL or Amazon. Yeah, I would just use your, you could create a category there on other expenses, and we'll keep track of it. You can make it as specific as you want to help you kind of keep track of those types of expenses. And then it'll have its own line item on the profit and loss. And so that would be a good place for it. Just add it other expenses.
Yeah, it'll just be another expense.
Yep.
Yeah, you can set that as recurring. You can set that as per order. You can set that as, or per ASIN. You can do it. You can break it up as many ways as you want to. So that's the nice thing about our I just love that it's so flexible.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's do some trivia. We'll still answer your questions if you have any. Feel free to pop those in, but let's see what Kelly has for us.
Some fun holiday facts.
Yeah.
That's kind of my role around here. Is I'm always finding fun facts. Jeff's always giving us Roadhouse references or dad jokes.
Yeah.
And I'm known for some fun facts. So I pulled a few. The first of which I thought was really interesting. It kind of surprised me. So Black Friday is not actually the busiest shopping day of the year. Did you know that?
Oh, really?
I know.
No.
It's actually today. So usually today, and then sometimes also Christmas Eve, are typically the busiest shopping days of the year. I don't know how that still translates to like the online world the last 2 years with the pandemic. But yeah, was really surprised by that, especially with what we do and seeing an influx of things happening gearing up for Black Friday. So
Yeah.
surprised me. Does anyone shop? Do any of you do your shopping on Christmas Eve or 2 days before Christmas?
I used to. But
Yeah?
I had to go into the mall to do it on the way home from like college.
Remember
Mr.
mall?
Last Minute. Yeah, so that
Yeah.
I'd go into the Lloyd Center. You're probably familiar with that place, Kelly. Yeah, right off the freeway, run in there, Christmas Eve shopping. So much fun.
Yeah.
And, but I usually don't, last minute stuff anymore. No, it's all pretty much done.
Looks like Sheila said she did shop today. Arbitrage.
Oh, that counts. She's out shopping.
Right? Yeah, there you go.
You're out there.
I love it.
Oh, Linda, that's another movie. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Christmas with the Cranks.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that one in a couple of years. That's a good one.
Yeah, long time.
It's a good one.
Speaking of dad jokes, though, Kelly, since you brought it up, it's your fault, but,
I did it to myself.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
What do you call Father Christmas in an orange suit?
What?
And no, it's not Old Saint Nickelodeon. It's Father Citrus.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, there you go. There's
Oh.
my. I should have a rim shot, I think. Yeah, there it is.
Oh boy, I opened up a can of worms. I'm sure
Yeah,
that's not the
that's your
last time
fault.
we'll hear that today. Totally is my fault. I apologize. I thought this was interesting too. So the first U.S. president.
Uh-oh, she froze.
Oh,
So that's kind of a fun fact for you there.
you'll have to
Uh-oh.
repeat that one.
Can you hear me?
Froze. Yeah, now we can.
Oh, weird. Okay, good. The first U.S. president to put up an official White House Christmas tree was Franklin Pierce.
Wow.
Oh, I forgot
Fun
that he was
fact.
even a president.
I did too. I had to Google. I was like, wait a minute, what did he do?
What number was he?
Yeah.
Yeah. This also surprised me. So the two most dangerous months of the year, typically due to injuries, are November and December. And they chalk that up to largely holiday decorating injuries, 43% of which are falls. So people falling off a ladder, hanging Christmas lights or something.
No, and ice probably too. I can just see the ice injuries.
Yeah.
No.
Right?
No.
I know. I thought that was pretty interesting. I guess I would have assumed summer for most dangerous months because everyone's out like boating and hiking and whatever, but apparently
we
November
had
and December.
When I was doing 911 stuff back in Oregon, we had a guy that would, part of his decorations were hanging a mannequin or a fake body off the side of his house. So it looked like he was hanging on to the gutter while he was decorating, and then the lights were like strung down to the ground. And so the first time, of course, we get it, the fire department, everybody out there to help save him and find out that it's false. So every year since then, he'd always call in and say, "Hey, I'm putting the guy up on the side of the house, so in case you get any calls, it's not a real accident." It's like, okay. So we appreciated him giving us a heads up, but yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
actually
right.
Getting 911 calls about that.
Yeah. Oh, that would be a good reason to leave your lights up all year.
As long as they're not on, you don't turn them on until after Thanksgiving. I don't care.
Yeah.
But can't have those Christmas. My mom does this. She'll leave her Christmas lights on and turned on.
No.
All year round. All year. She just likes them.
Well,
I keep telling her she's violating the law, but
I used to be a big stickler about that. And with the last 2 years, I'm kind of at the point where if it brings you joy and it's not hurting anyone at this point, you want to put your Christmas tree up in, May, go right on ahead, I suppose.
Yeah,
it's not for
point.
me, but
good point.
It's hard. Yeah. This I thought was pretty interesting too. And actually, I used to teach with English language learners in China. And this is a tradition there too for them, but I guess it also filters over to Japan. So it's traditionally they don't really celebrate Christmas, so they eat KFC for Christmas over there. And it's so popular that you actually have to place your orders 2 to 3 months in advance to get it in time to have it during Christmas. Yeah, I remember my students, because I taught virtually, they'd have KFC and they'd be eating on it when I taught on Christmas and Christmas Eve. Pretty funny.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
That's funny.
Right? I look like the ultimate easy button. We're doing something wrong over here. Yeah.
When we have the China team on OpenLab, we'll have to ask them about that. See if they do it.
I'm curious to hear.
I wonder if they wrote in I haven't read the entire blog yet. I wonder if they do that.
I didn't see anyone mention KFC. No. A lot of New Year's posts, more New Year's posts about those traditions.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the last thing I found out that I thought was just kind of, I don't know, heartwarming and a fun way to end it. There's all those oddball holidays like National Cupcake Day or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's a few today. There's a few every day. But today is National Roots Day, at least here in the U.S. And it's a time where they say you're encouraged to dive into your heritage and learn a little bit more about your roots and kind of where you come from. So this would be the day to get in touch with a family member maybe you haven't talked to in a long time, or do a little researching and learn a little bit more about your heritage. National Roots Day. Thought that was really cool.
I did not know that. That's
That's
I
where
didn't
those
know it was a thing.
Ancestry.com subscriptions are on sale.
Oh,
Yeah.
makes sense. Makes
The
sense.
DNA kit.
Yeah. So
They're
yeah,
on
National
sale?
Women's Day.
Really?
Well, I don't know. They usually go on sale this time of year.
Oh, okay.
The DNA kits do, especially.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But yeah,
Last call for
hope those
any
are fun.
Christmas
I had fun pulling
movies.
them out.
Last call.
Yeah. Any favorite Christmas movies? Put those in the comments so you can get some of the swag. But
Yep. We'll be wrapping up soon, so get them in.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any New Year's resolutions? Anyone have any good New Year's resolutions?
I never follow them anyway. So
I don't
Should we
do
do a little
resolutions.
Q&A?
Do you do resolutions, Andrea?
Let's see. No. Not usually, because I usually don't keep up with them, you know. It's just like I just like to put a very positive outlook on the year. Like last year, my goal was to just be like, tell everyone good for them. You know, whatever they decide to do, just say good for you, and I'm happy for you.
there you go.
I love
Be more
that.
positive.
Yeah. A few years ago, my friend shared with me that she doesn't do resolutions, but she picks a phrase or a word for the year. And she actually has like a bracelet made that has it like embossed. She'll get it off of Etsy or somewhere fun. And she kind of carries that theme throughout the year. So I started doing that with her a while back. And that's been really fun. That's been
Yeah,
really
that's
fun.
a cool
Like
tradition.
yeah, my word of the year for 2020 was joy, finding things to just bring you joy, and not sure yet what it will be for 2022, but yeah, thought it was fun. Love that journey for you. Yes, good for them.
Yeah, I don't do it anymore. I used to always do it, but
Well, what usually ends up happening is you get a gym membership and then
yeah,
you just don't go.
Mhm.
it's like the
So
Y.
I'm
They
trying
have
to
a
make it about other
YMCA.
people.
They have a YMCA membership with our rent where we live now. It's free. You know, we don't have to pay for it. But
Oh,
I
nice.
set it up. That's the only time I've been in that gym. So that was over a year ago.
Oh boy.
So
Yeah,
that's how I roll.
I need to cancel my gym membership because I have a gym in my apartment complex, luckily, but I'm
Nice.
just like, I need to get it canceled. I need to stop doing this to myself. I've been paying for it for like 5 years now, and I don't need it.
Oh no.
Bite the bullet and finally cancel it.
It's funny when we were on the road, you know, like Kelly and her husband, I went to the gym a lot more because Planet Fitness, you know, they're all over. And so we'd go in to shower and stuff. So while I'm here, I might as well work out, that kind of thing. But yeah.
Just never be barefoot in those showers.
Oh no. No. In fact, I don't think I've actually used one more than twice in 5 years on the road. We use our shower.
We have flip flops that we take in, and that's what we wear in. Yeah, I'm not going to step in those showers. Yeah, no. All right, Andrea, it's time for the swag.
All right. You guys are
just tell me when you're ready for the intro.
I am so ready for the intro.
You're all ready?
Yep, ready.
Okay, here we go.
All right, swag winner number 2, going home with a $50 Amazon gift card is Sheila Tepley.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, congratulations. So just shoot us an email at support@inventorylab.com or open a ticket as you normally would with a good, do we do these physically mailed or do we do these virtual?
Email, yeah.
Yeah,
just
okay. So
send us your email and then we'll get that out to you today.
Yeah. So that's our first winner. And then we have another swag gift. Let's see. We got Linda Allen also getting a $50 gift card for Amazon. Congratulations. Congratulations, Linda.
Yay.
Yeah.
Sorry you didn't win this week, Andy.
Yeah, sorry, Andy.
Yeah. Thanks for showing up, Andy. You're always showing up. We appreciate it.
Yep.
Sad you didn't win, but next
But
time.
yeah, Linda,
next
if you
year.
just want to shoot us an email at support@inventorylab.com, and we'll send you that gift card. It would be awesome. Maybe next time. Yeah, maybe next time.
See us next year. See what I did there? Anyway, well, again, thanks, Kelly, for joining us, help us out today, especially with the trivia. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks, Kelly.
Yeah, of course. Happy to help. I do think we had a couple questions. Do we want to get to those real quick
did we?
before we wrap up?
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
I didn't realize we did.
Sorry. Yeah. First one being, it's not about what we were chatting about today, but that's totally okay. About quantity not matching with Amazon. What do we know about that?
Oh, there it is.
So when you say,
let me just, I think she means the inventory. So like an inventory alert. I think. I'll just share my screen. If it's not inventory alert, Sheila, let us know.
Okay, so it is an inventory alert.
Oh, okay. So an inventory alert, you'll see those. This is our test account, so we get a lot of them, but you'll see the little icon here. If you click on it, or anywhere really on that line, and then go to your alerts. If you click on the alert icon, it opens up that alert tab for you automatically. So this is always going to have an alert because we don't send any in, even though we list them in a batch. So we're expecting to see however many we list in a batch show up in the Amazon reports. But you can see that we're showing 174 were sent in to Amazon, but Amazon says there's 0 units. So that's why you would get an inventory alert. That's one reason. So if your batches, if you're sending those in, and you're very meticulous about your batches, meaning so you send in 10 items of this to Amazon and Amazon checks 10 in, you wouldn't see an inventory alert. But say you sent in 10, you get into Seller Central and then you decide, or you find maybe one of those was damaged, and so you modify the shipment in Seller Central instead of adjusting the shipment in Inventory Lab. Then we would probably show an alert because we're still showing you from our end, you sent in 10, but you've modified the shipment to show 9. And so that's what Amazon receives. And so you'd have to come into your replenishment page and then adjust that back down from 10 to 9 here, the purchase quantity. The other thing to do there is to go to your list and prep page, and on the shipment itself, if you make any adjustments to the quantity, you want to do it here on the working shipments page. That one doesn't have a box contents on here. If box contents is on, I can go to box content information and I can adjust the shipment here. And once I transmit updated boxes, then it will change the shipment in Seller Central for you. So you can make one change in our app and it will take place in both spots. But if you change it in Seller Central and don't come back to us and change it here as well, then that's when you get that inventory alert. That's one way. If you have a multi-channel fulfillment, like you sell something on eBay, we'll deplete the inventory, but we won't know why it left. And so we'll just show you have on your replenishment page for that item, it'll show an alert. And so if you go, let's go to a different one, but if you go here, you can see I just clicked on the line. It just takes me to the replenishment page, not the alert tab. But maybe it's one of these that you sold on eBay. And so what you'd have to do is just adjust your purchase quantity to show you purchased less of them. And then that way, once we sync up with Amazon again, it'll correct that inventory alert and take that out. We're doing remote fulfillment, which you can see here. We will keep track of that inventory that's being removed, and we'll adjust your inventory for it so that doesn't create alerts anymore. But if you have a specific item in your account, just open up a ticket with us and we can walk through that item specifically. I don't want to do it here because we don't want to reveal what your inventory is, but Basically, you're just
Yes.
back checking. So
Yeah. So Sheila, if you have a specific, any specific ASINs or MSKUs, just open up a ticket with us and we'll do the research on our end. And any, we'll just reach out to us and we can totally explain exactly what happens to what's happening with your account specifically. So.
what else did we have?
And then we had one more. Do items being disposed of from Amazon or being sent back to me need to be added, or are they already accounted for in Inventory Lab?
So if you get a refund on your refunds and Amazon says it's unsellable, we'll take out the cost. Just change this to show more. So let's say it's unsellable. These are pretty old, so it doesn't quite work this way anymore. But what we do is we'll remove the buy cost from your sales, and it'll take it out of that cost of goods sold amount if it's like unsellable. If I adjust that. And this is from 2018, so it works a little different here on the older ones, but we'll remove that cost of goods sold on any refund. So we'll take it out. But if it's unsellable, the inventory doesn't go back into your sellable inventory. It goes kind of in a limbo status. And that's where you go to your removals and disposals to create a removal order, have it sent back to you. Or you can have it disposed for you. And when you do either, it'll show up on the removals and disposals page. And once, I just got to change this so that we see the older ones. There. So this status here, if you click on the little question mark, it's got a check mark, means it's completed. Once it's completed, your removal order is completed, it'll show up on a disposition management page. If it's pending, it'll have a little squiggly line, and then if it's canceled, it'll have the red X. But what happens in a removal is you have it sent back to you, and then you decide if it's actually sellable or unsellable. If it's unsellable, all you have to do is make sure that it's truly marked as unsellable on your disposition management page, and that cost is going to be added back into your cost of goods sold, so we will keep track of it. It works the same as if you had a disposal, like Amazon disposes of all your items that are unsellable, like if you do a lot of groceries and maybe something has expired and it shows up on this report. If Amazon automatically disposes of those, it will show up on this page. And once it has the green check, then it will show up on your disposition management page. And then that is where you're going to change the status if you need to, but it'll show up as unsellable. And then you can see here, this was unsellable. And so we've added in the buy cost to the cost of goods sold. So we account for that automatically for you. Now, if it's in the case of you don't list the items, like in the earlier question, you don't list the items on Amazon, but you have some items that may be expired, then you would just add those in other expenses like we talked about. If that's not clear, let me know. Or open up a ticket to support and we can walk you through that too on some that maybe you have questions on.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's all we had for questions at the end. So,
well, thanks everybody for joining us, and thanks again, Kelly and Andrea, both of you. Happy holidays, have a great Christmas, and everybody that joined us also. Even if you didn't join us and you're watching it after the fact, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Yes. Thanks so much for having me on today, guys. It was a blast.
Yeah, you bet.
Oh, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
See you guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye, everyone.